What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to LightSaber Radio, the most outrageous Star Wars show on the web. And today, we're going to be talking about something special. In the universe filled with heroes and villains, epic space battles, and legendary Jedi and Sith confrontations, there's another group that is often overlooked. Quite often overlooked. And that's the Unsung Heroes. And that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the R2s, the Chewbaccas of the Star Wars galaxy. We're going to rate our top 10 sidekicks of Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get to all that, before we spend that spotlight on them, we're going to drop the intro video.
I like it.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Last we will reveal ourselves to the one.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You are now if you only knew the power of gods.
Here it comes.
Let's go. You are now
Hello there.
Okay, my fellow Star Wars enthusiasts, are you ready to dive into who truly deserves the title of the best sidekick in the universe? Well, today, we're going to tell you our top picks. Now, this is just our opinion, so don't be mad at us if, you know what I'm saying, we don't pick the same one as you. You're just wrong. And we're right. No, I just playing. But no, we're going to go through them. And I think some of ours might vary because I think some people, you know what I'm saying, pick some.
Like, it's hard to define sidekick, you know what I mean? There's some gray area in there.
Yeah. Well, you can't pick a Jedi or like a Padawan. That's not a sidekick.
Like, Darth Vader does not count as Palpatine's
yeah, that's not a sidekick. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick Han because Han is not really. Chewie is Han's sidekick. R2 is sidecock.
He is his sidecock. Yeah. The gay interspecies
we don't have an episode. We're gonna talk about that.
My sidekick.
We're gonna talk about that one day. But no, we're you know what I'm saying, and you so because R2 is Luke's sidekick. You know what I'm saying, and Anakin. But you know what I'm saying, it's a gray area in there that you know what I'm saying. There's some human sidekicks, and then there's some you know other sidekicks. And then there's other sidekicks that actually have force abilities, but they're not really considered like Jedi or fucking, you know what I'm saying? But you still see that they're a sidekick, and we'll get into all that. But before we get to that, we got a tradition here at LightSaber Radio. Something to get our outrageous juices flowing. We call it the Heartbreaker, pun intended. Garrison usually gives us a crazy question, and then we try to come up with our most outrageous answers, or I try to in the chat. But today, I'm going to take that responsibility. And I think I got a really good question. So let's drop the little Heartbreaker video, and then we'll jump into the Heartbreaker, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. Okay. What's up, Star Wars team leader? What's good, Bodhi Collection? Oh, and Star Wars team leader says my number one sidekick is Tito 360 Cad Bane's droid. I would kind of agree with you at some point in that, but then you know he's a fucking idiot. That dude fucks Cad Bane up all the time.
The droid. Yeah, that's the droid he had when he was like infiltrating the Jedi Temple. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's also the droid that let fucking Omega escape in Bad Batch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's kind of a fucking idiot. What's good, Nielsen? Bodhi Collection says, already rewatched Ahsoka a few times, and I still feel like I need to watch it again. Yeah, I watched it 3 times. Yeah, 3 times now. The third time, it's just kind of fucking like, oh, now it's just getting repetitive. But the first time was good. Second time was like, third time was like, oh, what the fuck, man? Like, this shit is just boring. And then I don't know about watching it the 4th time. I'll probably get there when it's all the way done and I can watch the entire season as a whole. And then I might chop it up and make a movie because I think I can make a better movie out of it. But we got to get to this Heartbreaker. Sure. And my Heartbreaker today is this. If you could be Emperor Palpatine for one day only, what would you do? You rule the entire galaxy.
But
You can do
only for
anything
one
you
day.
want, but only for
I-
one day.
Do I know so how like the next day? Do I just wake up as myself?
Yeah, you just wake up as yourself. You only have one day, 24-hour period.
Yo, I'm promoting myself. Is what I'm doing. I'm promoting myself to being the second in command. I'm being like Darth Vader. You're a bitch. Shut off his life support. Garrison, you're now my apprentice.
That's a good thing. I think but it's not like you still look like Palpatine. You just like take over his body, like you switch bodies
Right,
for one day.
And then I find my actual body, which I don't know if he's in a coma or what's going on. But I'm saying when this man wakes up, he's my new apprentice. So now I just give myself a huge promotion.
No, but Palpatine's in your body. You're switching bodies with Palpatine.
Then Palpatine's gonna be happy. He knows like this is a good. He's smart. He's ambitious. I can train this guy.
He used the Force to switch bodies with me. That's fucking excellent.
Yeah, he's gonna think I'm some prodigy.
I don't know. I'm a pervert.
I know what you'd be doing. Kyle, first thing he'd do, take off the robes, look in the mirror. Damn, that lightning fucked me up.
Nope. I'm the emperor of the entire galaxy. I'm getting all the finest women in the galaxy. And we're kicking everybody out the Death Star, and we just running through the Death Star having a giant ass fun day.
It's one day.
Yeah, one day. I only get one day to be the greatest of all time.
Bro,
Shit.
you don't even after you get electrocuted like that and your dick is all shriveled up from electric, you don't even know if that shit works.
I'm pretty sure he put Bacta on that. He probably didn't put Bacta on anything else because he wanted to stay messed up so he could say, "Look what the Jedi did to me." But I'm
His
pretty
whole
sure he
body's
fixed his
fucking
member.
shriveled except his dick
We know
is
his
still fine.
he know his member. We know his members still work. He had to do. Well, I don't know. No, that's not true.
See, dude, I don't even know if his shit works.
Because his son is a clone. You know what I'm saying? Ray's dad is a clone, so he didn't.
Exactly.
It's not like he was. But I'm pretty sure he was still banging chicks. Man, you can't just stop, dude. That's the best thing in the galaxy.
Hey, you know when I can bang chicks? When I'm second in command of the entire Emperor, I can still bang chicks. So that's why I set myself up for the long-term success.
Nah, man, screw that. I don't know. Yeah, you got a better mind than mine. Mine went straight to the gutter. I'm emperor for today. Blow up a bunch of planets and let me have sex with all the finest women in Star Wars. That was my thought. Blow up a bunch of planets. I'm in the Death Star. Screw going after the rebels. We're just gonna blow up planets until they give up. Like if you don't give up right now, we're blowing up every planet on our way to find you.
Yeah,
and
I
just
definitely shocked a few people.
I'd have blew up Coruscant. That would have been the first planet I blew up. Screw blowing up Alderaan. I'd have blew up Coruscant. Just killed everybody on Coruscant.
I try to figure out like any like backup plans that the Emperor might have had, like to keep himself alive, so I would know how to beat him. You know, because now I'm in his body.
Imagine waking up and you're the Emperor, but you realize that you're a clone of the Emperor. You're not the real Emperor.
Oh fuck!
You're just a clone of it. Like, dude, what the hell? This is not the Emperor. I'm the clone. Oh God, this sucks.
What I would do? Nah, actually, I just came up with an even better idea. While I'm the Emperor, I tell people put a chip in my head that will automatically kill me, and I give that chip to myself for the next day. So the next day, boom, I kill the Emperor. I'm now the Emperor in my own body. Genius.
That didn't make no damn sense. You're gonna kill the Emperor. Then who's going? You ain't gonna be able to be the Emperor. The next in command, that's gonna be fucking Vader.
No. Because remember, as the Emperor, I'm killing Vader, and then I'm putting myself in command.
Oh, are you kidding? I thought you were just firing Vader.
Oh no, I'm killing Vader. I'm turning off his life support.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll work. All right.
Then I become the new Emperor, but then I'm nice to the rebellion so they don't blow up my Death Star.
Get them all in closer. You know who they all are, and then kill them all at once.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are over here on.
I'd be like, come. We're gonna have a nice
4?
little. We're gonna have a negotiation in one of my Star Destroyers, and the Death Star blows up the Star Destroyer with all the leaders of the rebellion.
I don't know. I think I'd blow up. I think I'd just blow up a gang of the planets and just start all over fresh. Like, I'm getting rid of Coruscant. There's too many bad people on Coruscant. We just got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of the whole Senate. Just blow the whole Senate up. Get rid of all the people on Coruscant.
No, snap the galaxy.
Kill Alderaan, because we know that Alderaan has something to do with the rebellion. Blow that up. Blow up fucking, Kashyyyk, because,
Kill
the
Tatooine.
fucking...
Too many prodigies coming out of there.
Yeah, too many freaking awesome Jedis come from Tatooine for no damn reason. Blow that up. I just fly around the galaxy just blowing up planets. I wouldn't even worry about the fucking rebellion. I ain't even worried about them. And I would figure out the schematics. If they have a copy of the schematics, I'm looking at the copy of the schematics and I'm having them weld a big ass plate over that hole. Like, dude, did nobody figure this out? No, there's a big ass hole in the side of the goddamn fucking Death Star. They gotta shoot 2 little fucking bullets down that shit. 2 little blaster bolts go down that shit and this whole damn place explodes. Somebody weld a plate over that shit. Somebody go get some Beskar and weld some Beskar over that shit.
And you basically tie her body over the port where she's just like this. They're going to launch it. And they're like, "Oh my god, what is that?" No.
Yeah, because I don't get it. Like, if all they had to do was get the schematics of the thing. All the rebels had to do was get the schematics of the first Death Star, and they said if you just shoot these you shoot 2 blaster or a blaster bolt down this little hole, and it's gonna blow up the whole thing. The Empire couldn't figure that out. Look at the schematics, say somebody weld a plate over this hole, because if not, we're all gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
This looks weird.
It's like nobody cared to even try to find that out. Every time you see something fall, and no matter if it's the Empire or if it's the Jedi or anything, it's always overconfidence that kills them. It's always overconfidence. They're always overconfident. The Jedi were overconfident. The Empire's like, can't nobody shoot nothing down in that damn hole. Don't worry about that hole. Let's just go blow their asses up with this big ass planet destroyer.
Anakin was overconfident.
Everybody's overconfident. Overconfidence is like the worst thing in Star Wars. Everybody that dies is because they're overconfident. It's like hope is the great thing in Star Wars. Overconfidence is the bad thing in Star Wars. All right. Now let's get to this list. Because I have a feeling that some of you are not going to agree with my list. But it's okay. It's okay if you don't agree.
I feel like I'm going to ruffle some feathers.
So I'll go first. My number 10, and what we're talking about is
Jar Jar Binks.
Sidekick.
Yes. Jar Jar Binks is number 1.
Jar Jar Binks. Definitely is Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks was the worst sidekick, no matter whose sidekick she was playing. Yep. Because you got to figure he gave the life debt to debt to whatever, to Qui-Gon. So during that whole time, he was just terrible. He was annoying. He just got on everybody's nerve, and he didn't help the situation at all. Then after Qui-Gon dies, he's kind of like the secondary side character to Padme. You know what I'm saying? As being the assistant, whatever, to her. And he was just terrible. And then he makes the worst decision on the entire thing, representing her in the Senate, and basically lets the Empire take over. So he's the worst. He's the worst sidekick ever.
Does Black Chrysanthemum count as a sidekick?
No, because he's not directly a sidekick. He's kind of like the sidekick.
Okay.
Black Chrysanthemum doesn't count. I don't think. I wouldn't count him. So who's your number 10?
All right, my number 10 is also Jar Jar Binks.
He was the worst sidekick ever, man. That dude was just terrible. And he got the whole...
Yeah.
And he went from Qui-Gon's to being like Padme's sidekick. One of Padme's sidekicks.
So
because you got to really...
You can trust him not to betray you on purpose. He won't purposely fuck you over, but he will accidentally.
Yeah, that Jar Jar is just freaking terrible. You know, I don't care what position you put Jar Jar in, he's just terrible.
Yeah,
Great character idea, bad execution of the idea. I like them. I like Jar Jar for the funny parts and the dumb shit he does because it just makes shit funny and it relieves tension. But other than that, everything that he does is just stupid.
I don't see how having him as your sidekick is going to help you do
At
anything. Unless
I
guess
he saves Padme when they thought he was a Jedi in that Clone Wars episode. You know what I'm saying? Oh. But other than that, he's like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, he's not going to help.
Yeah, it was terrible. Why the hell do I got this fucking thing on my damn fucking computer talking about my Wi-Fi? I'm not hooked up to Wi-Fi.
I don't know.
Like if I cut out, y'all, it's not my fault. If this stupid ass thing is just dumb.
Bro, yeah, internet.
It's saying I got Wi-Fi. It's giving me, a little Wi-Fi symbol.
Yeah.
And it got like 1, 2, 3, 4 bars on it. It's up there, and I'm not even hooked up to the Wi-Fi. I don't have Wi-Fi on my computer. It has to be.
Where is your camera? You're like looking up here. Where the fuck is your camera, dog?
My camera's right here in front of me.
Is that at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I was confused.
What do you mean it's looking up?
Really high up.
No, I just looked up. I don't know. Okay, who's your number 9?
My number 9 is C-3PO. I mean, he's better than Jar Jar, and he's smart. But, bro, this guy can't even translate a language he doesn't want to translate because it's against his programming. Like, fuck off. I don't care. I need this shit done.
I honestly, okay, because I put C-3PO as number 9, too. Because he's like Padme's sidekick in most of the Clone Wars.
He's trash.
It just seems like he gets in more trouble and causes more problems than he solves.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, why does anybody want to have this freaking droid as a sidekick that doesn't do shit except get on everybody's damn nerves?
Yeah, seriously. I tried like going back and I was like, what does he do that's like actually helping people? Like all he does is like the odds are you're gonna fucking die. I don't want to know that. Thank you. Like, give me some useful information. Tell me, like, the odds of going left is better than the odds of going right. At least you're giving me some helpful information here.
Like, I know flying into this fucking asteroid field isn't a good idea, but neither staying out here with these Star Destroyers.
Tell me what the odds are facing a Star Destroyer by myself.
Yeah, I don't know. See, and then he's like always nervous.
Yeah. Always.
He's always nervous. So it's like that fucking, and then he's always talking shit. Like, shut the fuck up. Why are you always talking shit? You always got something smart to say. I'll cut your fucking head off. If I was Luke, I'd cut his head off with a lightsaber so many times. Like, shut up, C3. Shut up. I'm going to blast you. You get on damn nerves. Shut the hell up. It's like one of them kids, like when your kid is young and they just keep asking you what if questions or why questions. Why is the sky blue? I don't fucking know. Why is the sun orange? I don't fucking know. Why is this? I don't know. Right. I don't know what causes any of these things. I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't know. Why do dogs walk on all 4 legs? I don't know. That's what God made them. I don't know. Shit. I don't know. That's what like C-3PO seems like. It seems like he's that person. Whenever I'm watching him, it's like that's what he reminds me of. So like somebody that thinks they know everything, but their answers are never fucking helpful. Ever. You know a shit ton of shit, but your answers are never helpful.
Yeah, you're not helping anyone. All right, what's your number 8? We're tied. We're doing great so far.
Number 8 was BB-8.
Oh my God, me too.
Really? Yeah.
Number 8, BB-8. He's like, we're getting into better territory where you're not a liability. Like, at least you're not fucking me at this point, but you're still not you're not a huge asset.
Yeah, and like BB-8 really doesn't do much, like at all. In like the whole trilogy, he doesn't really do that much.
I mean, if I need a thumbs up, I'll look over and he does his little lighter thing, but that's about
it.
And if I need a light.
He doesn't like there's not too many things. He's not like R2 where, he fucking comes in and gets you out of a bad situation or anything like that. He's not like that. He just kind of is there rolling around. Yeah. Every once in a while he jumps in a thing and he fixes the ship or some shit. But other than that, he doesn't really do too much. Yeah. That's why, you see why it wasn't too hard for Poe to say, "Oh yeah, you could go with Ray. You don't do much.
You go with Ray.
Fucking much. Go
No
with Ray.
worries.
It's fine.
You can have my droid.
It's not that big of a deal because you don't do that much. You know what I'm saying? You're cool.
True.
You look cool. You roll around and shit. It's definitely cooler than some of the other droids that they've had in Star Wars, but you don't do that much.
I get you.
Okay.
All right, number 7.
Wasn't that number 7?
No, that was number 8.
Oh, that was number 8. Okay, number 8 is
No, number 7.
or number 7. To me, T3M4, Revan's droid.
Oh, you went Bucks out here, didn't you? I see.
Man, Revan's droid was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? He was an astromech. They was owned by fucking like pirates at first, like the crime syndicate. So he knew how to slice. He knew how to do all kind of cool shit. He came to Revan's rescue, but other than that, I mean, and he rescued the Ebon Hawk. He rebuilt it and flew it back from the FEMA. But you know, he was kind of like stubborn to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Because he took the, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't tell fucking Mitra, you know what I'm saying, what happened to Revan. He would only tell Bastila, which is, I understand she programmed him that way, but it's like, come on, man, you could have told Mitra. She could have gained, you know, she went and talked to everybody and went through all this shit. She could have been found Revan. So,
Bro,
no, HK-47 is the it was the
creepy to me.
HK is the assassin droid. T3
No, HK is Heckler and Koch, the gun manufacturer.
No. HK-47, the droid HK is the droid that in the book.
HK Heckler and Koch. They make that 460.
No,
bro.
the droid HK is HK-47 is the fucking assassin droid. The actual fucking astromech unit was T3M4. The one that the fucking Emperor fucking explodes at the end of the book. Because he does try to rescue, you know what I'm saying? He does go to battle for him. But at the same time, like, you can't really, like, for a sidekick droid, like, he hides. And Revan just gets took by fucking Sith and he doesn't do anything except take some pictures.
What the fuck is he supposed to do against a Sith Lord?
I don't know, at least try to help me, goddammit. That's why that's why he's number 7. Because, motherfucker, you could have done something. Shock this motherfucker. Like, light him on fire. Do something. You got a flamethrower. Light this fucker on fire. Jesus Christ, you just go hide and let him capture me. And then you don't come to try to rescue me for 3 fucking years. I've been a fucking prisoner for 3 years. They've been fucking pumping me full of drugs and abusing me for 3. It took you 3 years to find somebody to come help me, you fucking bitch. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But when Revan actually did need him, when the Emperor was fucking just electrocute him, he did run up and fire he shot the flamethrower at the Emperor. And that was kind of dope. So that's why he's my number 7.
T3M4 looks creepy to me. He looks like Smeagol if Smeagol was a droid. Like, with how he's like on 4 legs. Like, he just, I don't know. If I saw him crawling around like in the middle of the night, I'd be like, God, fuck, shit.
Oh, Darth Akari got a good one. I didn't even think about that one. Ronin's droid from Visions, B556. I didn't even think about that one. I didn't even think about none of the Vision shit. Honestly, I did not think about none of the Vision shit. I didn't think about like none of the like other droids or like, I don't know. I just didn't think about none of them. That's a good one.
I don't even remember that one. So that is a good one. No, HK's Heckler and Koch.
Yeah, that's HK-47 was the hunter killer assassin droid. That wasn't because Mitra takes him,
does that really
and
count as a sidekick.
He was
a hunter assassin.
When Revan and what the fuck is his name? Whatever, go to look for Mandalore's mask. They didn't bring HK. They brought T3M4. T3M4 is like fucking Revan's like astromech droid. That's like his fucking sidekick. That's the one that's always with him until he gets captured by the thing. HK-47 was the assassin droid. That's the
HK-416 is a better version of the M4A1.
So that's not his like that dude wasn't even around for a grip of the book. The actual like sidekick droid is T3M4. Shit, he should have brought HK with him, man. He might have survived. HK would at least fought the Sith until he woke up. The fucking T3M4 and T3 just fucking hid and took some pictures of him, took some video of him, and then fucking showed it to his wife 3 years later. He's been a prisoner for 3 years. Okay. What's your number?
So my number 7, I think my number 7 is better than your number 7. I had Lobot. Lobot is like a walking computer. And I think he's better than 3PO, dude. Like, because, bro, you can talk to Lobot and he'll do all this shit for you because he's connected to all of Cloud City, bro. Like, I don't know. Lobot. He's pretty dope.
Lobot's pretty cool.
I do Lobot.
I don't really think Lobot's not like really a fucking sidekick. He just kind of like fucking part of Cloud City.
He's like Lando's sidekick, kind of, while Lando's at Cloud City.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just kind of fucking... I was Nimnum or however it would be a bit closer. Nimnum or whatever, however you say his name.
I don't know.
It's probably a closer sidekick to fucking Lando than fucking Lobot. I don't know.
Really?
That's kind of hard.
You think so?
Yeah. They spent more time together.
That's true. I guess after. Yeah.
But I don't know. It just kind of depends on how you look at it. Okay. Number 6. I got Grogu, Baby Yoda.
Oh my God, me too.
Because
we're on the same page.
On all actuality, at this point, yes, he is a Force user yet, but he's still a fucking kid. He don't really do shit.
He's inconsistent.
He does help Mando out several times when Mando really needs some fucking help. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's still like a sidekick character in the show. He's not really a fucking main character because Mando's the main character. He's a little sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Mando's training him and teaching him the ways of the fucking Mandalorian. So he's like the little sidekick, learning all the stuff. He's like fucking. Yeah. He's like Mando's Robin. That's what he is. He's like Mando's Robin. You know a little bit, but you don't know really enough.
Robin definitely seems to hold his own better than Grogu. Grogu to me is an infant. He still cannot do anything except for the rare occasion where except for the rare occasion where he steps up and does some bullshit that is just.
What are you talking about, man?
Ridiculous.
Grogu he picks up the fucking thing and fucking.
That's what I mean.
The vinyl horn fucking thing saves Mando from that. He stops the fire. You know what I'm saying? He stops the fire. You know what I'm saying? Which he goes and he fucking searches for Mando in the little fucking thing and finds Mando captured. Goes tell Bo-Katan and comes back. He wouldn't have got away if he wasn't a fucking cool sidekick. He still does a little bit. He just young. He don't know enough to do a lot.
No, that's what I mean. Like, but he's inconsistent is what I mean. Like 1 minute he's not really doing much. The next he's doing like ridiculous shit.
Yeah, so but that's because he's saving his force. He's saving his force ability for when he really needs it. You know what I'm saying? He can't use it all the time because he's fucking too little. He'll fuck around and kill him.
All right, number 5.
Number 5.
I had Chopper.
Yep, I got Chopper too.
Chopper
is way better.
Yeah.
Chopper is way better than a lot of the
way
fucking.
Better than Grogu. But the only reason I didn't put him higher is because sometimes Chopper, he definitely has a mind of his own, and he goes a little fucking bloodthirsty, and that's kind of a liability, bro. You don't want that. You need someone that can stay under control.
Yeah, he doesn't, like, he's kind of a fucking, you know, he's like you said, sometimes it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You almost got us all killed. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because he just does his own shit. He's like, fuck you, I ain't listening to you, I'm gonna do what I want.
I love, like, because you can kind of hear what he says in the Ahsoka series. And he's like, why don't you shoot it down? And they're like, if I shoot it down, it'll land on the city. And he goes, is that bad? I love that.
He don't give a fuck. He don't care.
Did you touch my stuff? No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Why don't you just shoot it down? Because it'll it'll kill a bunch of people. Is that bad?
I like when he fucking. I like how he gets fucking. He always gets Ezra and fucking what's his face, the purple dude. Oh god damn, my brain ain't working this morning.
fucking
Zeb.
Yeah.
When he gets Ezra and Zeb fighting each other all the damn time, you just causing problems. But when they really need him to come through, he does come through. That's why I put him in number 4. I was like, yeah, that's a good enough. Or number 5, yeah. He's not the greatest. He's like right in the middle. He's not the best, but he's not the worst neither.
Right.
Okay.
So, which brings me to number 4, R2. R2's like, to me, R2 is Chopper without the roid rage.
No. I put K2SO.
What? No,
I put K2SO as number 4 because K2SO, he's like a fucking. He just don't shut the fuck up, man. It's like shut the fuck up. Quit telling people's business, man. Why are you telling us all? Why are you telling these people all of our business? Shut the fuck
it's
up.
better than fucking R2. R2's over here watching the entire fucking galaxy collapse, and he goes, "I ain't no snitch," and keeps his mouth shut.
No,
bro,
man,
you could have
R2
stopped Armageddon.
No. K2SO, and then he's always doing something to get you fucked up. Like what are you doing, man? Come rescue us. This whole fucking planet's blowing up. What the fuck are you doing? Fucking come right here. He's just taking his time. Like, I'll get there when I get there. Like, fuck you, asshole. You're supposed to be the sidekick. Come save me. You know what I'm saying? Come save me. Shit.
Nah, dude. So I have K2SO at number 3 because, bro, the amount of times he bodies people up, bro, he is killing some stormtroopers. When he's
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? He's a fucking giant assassin type droid.
Like
that's what his job is. He used to be a fucking Imperial fucking droid. You see how the motherfuckers handle fucking Andor, and then they was just picking motherfuckers up.
He's a badass.
But his fucking programming is a smart ass, and he's like Chopper kind of. He just better than Chopper.
Smart ass who's willing to die for you.
Yeah, he'll die. Shit, Chopper would die for him. Chopper would die. To save hair, Chopper would die. Chopper would die to save hair.
Chopper would not die for you. Chopper would kill a planet for you, but he would not die for you.
But K2SO, that's why. But K2SO is my number 4, and then I put as my number 5 Fennec Shand, or my number 3.
Number 3?
My is Fennec Shand. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Fennec Shand was shit. Fennec is dope. And she's the best character in the Boba Fett series.
Yeah, you just got it a little bit wrong, okay? Boba Fett is Fennec Shand's sidekick.
Yeah, well, you know, when you watch the fucking show, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Fennec is technically fucking Boba Fett's sidekick in the fucking show, and she's badass. She got his back, you know what I'm saying? She kills everybody. She's fucking dope as shit. You know what I'm saying? And she's one of the best bounty hunters of all time. So, yeah, for a sidekick, to play a sidekick, she number 3. Yeah, Fennec is definitely my number 3. Especially at the end of Boba Fett when she goes in and kills just fucking massacres everybody at the fucking little thing. Yeah, that shit was fucking dope. She just, yeah, that.
So who is your, so now my number 3 was K2SO. Who's your number 2?
My number 2, Chewie.
Chewie.
Who
the fuck is number 1 if not Chewie?
Chewie is my number 2, and this is why. Chewie, only reason he's Han's sidekick because he owes him a life debt. But I have to give it to him. Being Han's sidekick, and even Rey's sidekick in the sequel trilogy after Han dies, Chewie's gonna come to your fucking aid. Chewie got your back 100%.
Chewie's dying for you.
Chewie's not the best because there's one person that is the best, and the reason that they're the best is because they've been sidekicks to multiple motherfuckers and always had their back, no matter who it was, that he was their sidekick. That's why Chewie got number 2, because there's one person better than Chewie. There's one person that's better than Chewie.
So
who is your number 2?
My number 2 was Fennec Shand or Boba Fett, depending on who you put as a sidekick. Because Fennec Shand, bro, she's taking care of business. Like, she fought better than Boba Fett. She was a badass motherfucker.
She was a better person, just all around as, you know what I'm saying, in the series. She made the series. The series would be completely fucking a zero if it wasn't for Fennec Shand. Yeah. And the 2 episodes that had Mando in that shit and
didn't even
fucking had Mando and Ahsoka and fucking Luke in that shit. If it didn't have them 3 in them 2 episodes, that shit would have been fucking garbage.
It was a train wreck. All right.
Fennec made the whole fucking series.
I don't get it. Who's your number one?
R2.
I thought you already said
R2 is the
You
best
didn't say
fucking
R2.
sidekick. He don't fucking talk. He don't fucking tell anybody's business. He was Anakin's fucking droid, had Anakin's back for 3 whole fucking movies. Then he turned around and had Luke's fucking back all the way up till Luke died. You know what I'm saying? And then he went to Rey. So he had three fucking people, and he never betrayed nobody. He always saved their asses every single time. Every time the Anakin needed fucking R2 to save him, he was there. Every time Luke needed him to save him, he was there. R2 is the shit. R2 is the best sidekick in Star Wars, hands down.
Addison and I were watching episode 3 the other day, and it's so funny. Like when they first board the ship to rescue Palpatine, he's like, "Up, we need to be going up, not down." And when they do start talking, he goes, "Not another loose bolt joke, not another." He's like, "What did I say?" He's trying. I didn't say anything. He's trying. I didn't say anything. It was so.
But he saved their asses. You know what I'm saying? He was always there to save their ass. R2 didn't take no shit. He'll fight any other droid, no matter if he knew he was going to lose. Come on, the motherfucker burnt up 2 fucking battle droids. You know what I'm saying? Just burnt they fucking asses up. That shit, any other droid would have died. C-3PO would have died. Chopper would have died. R2 was like, fuck y'all bitches. I'm burning y'all's asses up. How about this? Let me squirt some oil on your ass and take the fuck off. Fry you. To take out 2 super battle droids and you're just an astromech, that's dope.
And then it shows him he's hiding under a pile of droids. He sticks his camera out.
R2 is a motherfucker. R2 is a motherfucker. And you gotta think, he sets off the entire original trilogy by you know what I'm saying, getting out, you know what I'm saying? He tricked Luke into taking off his fucking restraining bolt. Then he takes off. If he wouldn't have never took off, Luke would have never had to find him. You know what I'm saying? Then the fucking whole trilogy would have never happened the way it happened. You know what I'm saying? R2 is the shit. And R2 is the only motherfucker that's in everything. R2's in fucking every fucking thing that's made about Star Wars. Everything. R2's in everything.
And my problem is R2 won't fucking listen to you. Stay with the ship. Does he stay with the ship?
No, he comes and rescues your ass because you done got into some shit and he had to come rescue you. He knew you wasn't going. He knew you couldn't do it.
My number one is Chewie. My number one is still Chewie, but I get you.
R2 was better than Chewie. Chewie is the shit. Don't get me wrong. That's why he got my number 2. Chewie is the shit. Chewie does some fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Chewie is a motherfucker. He'll die for you. But R2... And R2 done got captured so many times by the Separatists during the Clone War, and they couldn't never get no information out of them. Couldn't nobody get no information. It didn't matter if you was the good guy.
I wish I could fucking understand what R2 was saying.
R2 is such a motherfucking sidekick that when Anakin turned into Darth Vader, R2 knew it and still didn't tell nobody. That's how down he was.
That's fucked up.
No, that's how motherfucking. That's a down ass sidekick. Still don't tell nobody. Nope. It's just y'all gonna have to figure it out. I'm not snitching on nobody. No snitch.
I'll fight to fucking kill him, but I won't tell anybody.
Yeah, I'm not telling nobody who he is. He's still my boy. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if he's the fucking Dark Lord of the Sith now and killing everybody, still not snitching. I don't give a shit. I got your back 100%. I'm not snitching. Chewie,
Psycho.
I think a little bit of torture. Yeah, I think Chewie
You
would
think
snitch.
so?
I think Chewie
I don't
would've
reckon.
snitched.
I don't think Chewie's snitching.
Man, Chewie was about to tell it all when they had him in that thing with the siren going off in Empire Strikes Back. They would have came in. He was about to snitch right there. If they'd have came in and asked him questions, he'd have told him every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know him.
I'm not even his fucking friend. Jesus Christ. Turn his goddamn sound off. Fuck. Jesus.
On who? I don't even know his last name. See?
Does he have a last name? God damn it, let me out of here. Turn this shit off.
Han Solo my ass.
You want to know where the rebels is at? They're on Yavin, motherfucker. They're on Yavin.
I've been with him for how long and he still calls himself Han Solo? That's bullshit.
Okay, so let's go to the chat. Star Wars team leader said 4LOM is his number 2. He said number 3 is Vink Shan. Who the hell is Vink Shan? I don't even know who that is. I might have to look that up. And then let's see. There was something.
Yeah, see, Nelson thinks K2SO is taking shit better than R2. K2SO is bodying some people up, bro.
My top 10, number 1, Sidekick Chewie. Number 2, Phoenix Shan. Number 3, K2SO. Number 4, R2D2. Number 5, Grogu. I don't know.
I think it's like R2, like if you got R2, there's no guarantee that he's going to listen to you. There's no guarantee that he's going to help you.
He got your back 100%.
No. Not everybody's. He's got certain people's back.
Anakin. Then he got then he got Luke.
Luke, he wouldn't have given a shit about Luke until after Obi-Wan died. He didn't give a rat's ass about Luke. He goes, fuck off, farm boy.
No. Man, R2 had Luke's back.
Not until later.
R2 had Luke's back. And then, like, I don't know, because they kind of fucking, like, dwindled fucking R2. Well, then R2 stayed with Leia. You know what I'm saying? And then BB-8 took over, and I'd have took R2 over BB-8 any day. Like, if I was Rey, I'd have took R2.
Yeah.
R2, you coming with me. BB-8, you go with fucking Poe. Go with Poe.
I'm just worried when shit hits the fan and you got to fight, K2SO is going to do a little bit better than R2.
He's going to do better. But the thing is, there's more to just fucking fighting than fucking brutal strength. You got to know how to fucking stay out the way, wait to come into the right time, ready to. K2 is just going to fight. And then he's going to get blasted or cut down.
He will die for you. R2 will be like, well, if you die, that's not really my problem. I just got to stay alive.
Nah, R2's way better. R2 is the number 1 sidekick. I don't care what nobody says. R2 is the shit. R2 has your back, and he's never going to snitch on you. That's the biggest thing. Not snitching. The biggest thing is I'm not snitching. I don't give a fuck what you done did. I ain't snitching. I got your back if you're on the dark side, the light side, the fucking whatever. I'm not snitching. Because he knew the whole time that Anakin was Darth Vader, never told nobody. That's the shit.
Son of a bitch.
That motherfucker held on to his fucking, I'm not telling nobody. I'm not snitching.
That's why
snitches get stitches.
He ain't no snitch. He's the type he'll help you cheat on your wife. Fuck, that's not a good thing. All right. So we going news and rumors?
I got some news and rumors. We can go to news and rumors.
I got like theories. I don't know if those count, but yeah. Here we go.
This is Alton Castle for the only news you need, the HoloNet News.
Okay, I don't know if I'm getting on board with it, but it's starting to, because everybody's wondering who this Merrick is that
Merrick, whatever.
Everybody's wondering who that is, and I've heard a lot of people think it's Ezra. I don't think it's Ezra, but I heard one that says it might be Kanan, because to be honest, he does kind of move the same way, and plus when Kanan goes blind, I mean, it doesn't look like there ain't no way he's fucking seeing through that. Merrick is seeing through that mask thing he's got on. So, good chance it might be Kanan come back from the dead. And we all know how Dave Filoni likes to bring people back from the dead. I don't know. So, hearing the rumor that Kanan is Merrick.
Nah, I don't think it's Kanan. Because I don't think that they would recast him. And Freddie Prinze Jr. said it on his podcast. He said he did not like the way that fucking Star Wars treated him. They forced him to come back because he was still under contract, even though he didn't want to do it. And he said he would never do anything for Star Wars again. He talked a gang of shit about Disney and Star Wars.
Because Disney sucks.
On his podcast. So I don't think I don't believe that it's fucking Kanan unless they recasted him, and I don't think they do that. Plus, we know that like bringing back dead people has always been a dark side thing. Maul, Palpatine.
Yeah. Why do you think he's on the dark side?
Why? they don't bring back light side people. You know what I'm saying? They just don't do that. Even if they bring them back to the dark side, they don't bring them back. Because if not, I think they would have bring back Mace Windu before they brought back Kanan. You know what I'm saying? Some way they'd have been able to bring back Mace Windu. It's more feasible. We all watched him get baked. And that's another thing. How would they bring back his body? He got vaporized. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, he was holding back the fire. He pushed him away and let the fire hit him. That motherfucker got burnt to a crisp. There wasn't nothing left of fucking Kanan when that explosion burnt the shit out of his ass. So I don't see a way. I think it's more plausible than it would be Ezra. The only thing is, if they haven't got fucking brain part.
If they don't have Thrawn,
how did they get Ezra? If they're both in the same place, if they both went to the same place, how would they have Ezra back? I think it's just another Jedi that went to the dark side. That's what I ultimately think. That's my theory. It's another Jedi that went to the dark side during Order 66. When we know most of the Inquisitors were former Jedi. And it just makes sense that that's who this is.
I don't know. I think because even like they look at like most of the Inquisitors don't have like emitter protectors, and his does, and Kanan had an emitter protector on his lightsaber.
Yeah, but that's just. I mean, no, you got to think. Kanan never used.
I know it's far fetched, but it's
we understand. I understand that the Night Sisters and what's her face, Margaret or whatever, Morgan, is fucking a Night Sister, and they practice fucking, you know what I'm saying, bringing back people from the dead and shit like that.
Necrophilia? No, I'm just
Necrophilia or whatever the fuck it's called.
No, necrophilia.
I know what it means. She might have brought him back for that reason, but they gotta have something. You gotta have something to bring back. He got evaporated. You know what I'm saying? There's not, and then plus, why would Kanan use one of the fucking dual-bladed lightsabers? Kanan wasn't trained in that shit. He never used that shit. It just there's too much evidence to say that's not fucking Kanan. You know what I'm saying? It's just to me it doesn't make a lot of sense for you to sit back and say that Kanan, it would be Kanan. Like, people are just like, they're gripping to try to come up with who this person is. Honestly, I just think it's another Jedi that fucking fell to the dark side, became an Inquisitor. And since we don't ever actually know what happened to that one Inquisitor in Rebels that was flying, that fucking, he was using a lightsaber, spin the lightsaber to fly across, and he fucking died. You know what I'm saying? Or he fell, the lightsaber went out and he fell. We don't know what happened to him, so that could be that dude for all we know. You know, the seventh brother or whatever, and they found him or whatever. You know, we don't know until.
How do you spell Merrick?
It's Morok. It's like Morrok. Morok.
Oh, Morok.
One of the things I had in news, there's a rumor going around, or I guess it's not really a rumor, because we know Sam Witwer is he's credited in Ahsoka. A lot of people saying it says voice. I went back and looked at the credits on all three of them. It doesn't say voice.
Oh, because
but at the same time, a lot of people saying he's Merrick. You know, that's who's playing the character Merrick.
But Merrick means a knight thought to be a werewolf. So
I mean, but that could be any Jedi Knight. It doesn't have to be Kanan, because technically Kanan is not a knight. Kanan is just a Jedi. He's never been knighted. He was never knighted. There ain't nobody to knight him. You know what I'm saying? So
he's got the connection to the Lawful Wolves. We got the Night Sister Morgan bitch who's like, I don't know. It's kind of like it's compelling. It's compelling.
But I went back and looked at the credits on the 3 episodes, and it doesn't say voice. So a lot of people saying that the character that's playing Mork is Sam Witwer. And
maybe
the only reason I don't think it is because the body type. He's too fucking skinny. You know what I'm saying? And Sam Witwer is not that skinny.
Oh, I get you. He could just be voicing him in somebody else. But
but he doesn't talk. He only talks one time, and Sam Witwer is credited in all 3 episodes.
Maybe but the thing is, like, maybe you won't see him ever take off his mask.
Yeah, but the body shape doesn't match. He's too fucking skinny. I mean, Sam Witwer lost a lot.
Who does it not match? It matches Kanan because Kanan's skinny.
Yeah, but fucking, it doesn't, like, I'm not saying that it doesn't match Kanan. I'm just saying it's not plausible to be Kanan. You know what I'm saying? It's not plausible to be Kanan. I'm just saying that the everybody's trying to figure out who Sam Witwer.
I mean, there
And Sam
hasn't
Witwer
been
is-
enough news about Sam Witwer or about Freddie Prinze Jr. for it to be either one of them. Like,
Dr. Kari
I
says
feel
he
like
thinks
if
Sam.
they were going to be this character.
And then Dr. Kari says, which is really good. He says he's not credited in the character listings either. Star Wars team leader says Target got the gang of the Ahsoka
Bodhi,
Black
yes,
Series
we rated
figures.
the episodes.
I think Sam is just time for writing consultant. I don't think he's in the show. Yeah, we already rated the episodes, Bodhi.
Yeah,
Luke's Dark
we
Clone.
rated him.
Kind of, I think he's too tall to be Luke Dark Clone. But he's really not that tall, but I think he's too tall to be Luke. Luke's like 5'2". You know, Luke is short. What's the average for y'all on all 3 episodes? What's our average for the 3 episodes?
The first two were 6. The second one was 7.
So we're at like a 6.5.
Or the third one was 7. Yeah.
Oh.
So I mean, between all 3, yeah, it would be
About 6.5,
6, 7.
6.
So it'd be 6.3.
No, 6.
Yeah, because
on
2
2.
6s and a 7. 6 plus 7 divided by 3, 6.3 is the average for all the episodes so far.
And that's mostly because fucking.
But if you
Garrison
count 1 and 2 as just one episode, then yeah, it is 6.5.
Well, and that's a lot because fucking Garrison don't like fucking Ahsoka.
But it's not that good.
I mean, I thought it was better than. I think it's better, but
I know
I
Bodhi's
gave
easy to
8
please.
for the
Bodhi likes
last one.
Book of Boba Fett, so
Yeah, that's true. Then did y'all hear that? Let's see, what else we got? The Taylor Swift movie pre-sales defeats Star Wars. She sold 37 million fucking things. 37, like Star Wars fans, y'all need to get some help. We need some fucking help. There's no reason at all that fucking Taylor Swift movie.
Addison, come here, man. She's gonna love this.
Fucking Taylor Swift beats Star Wars.
So tell
What
me
the
again,
fuck is
how
wrong
did-
with Star Wars
how?
fan?
How? In what way?
Like her fucking movie that we don't even know anything about yet.
No, we do. It's literally just her movie's literally just the concert.
It's fucking, that's bullshit. Fucking her pre-sales out fucking sold Star Wars.
Dude, my sister-in-law
She
spent
sold
50
37
bucks.
million tickets on the
my
first day.
sister-in-law went to the fucking concert and is now buying tickets to see the movie of the concert. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, nah. That shit was crazy though. When I seen that, I said $37 million in tickets for a movie. Fucking holy shit. Like 37 million on the first day pre-sales. It's not even fucking sales yet. And here we go with Addison.
There she goes. She heard it.
Taylor is not that amazing. Taylor's not better than Star Wars. I don't care what you say.
Bro, Taylor Swift is fucking wild. No. See, I'm convinced her fans are just like addicted to her.
Taylor's that good.
They're
She's not
obsessed.
that good. Her fans are obsessive. I'll agree. Her fans might be better than Star Wars fans, or they're at least richer than Star Wars fans. They got money to fucking blow on this cult
Like,
personality.
I seen that shit. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that shit. And then the other thing that I had was, so the Star Wars Lego sets is coming out in September. We got the Coruscant Guard ship. We got Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi shuttle. We got the New Republic E-Wing versus Shin Hati Starfighter. We got, it says Chewbacca. So I guess they're doing a Chewbacca fucking Lego. And then we got the Coast and the Phantom 2. All are set to come out in September. Not my bad. I said August. It's September. Them are the September lineups for Star Wars Lego sets that are coming out.
Are we gonna see the Ghost in Ahsoka?
I hope so. We seen the fucking Phantom, but we didn't see. I don't think, did we see it? Oh, no, I don't think we didn't see the Ghost. We only seen the Phantom and Nielsen said, here Ahsoka and Sabine Wren and the HK Assassin droid released for the Vintage Collection. No, Garrison gave the first two a 5.
I gave it a 5. Kyle gave it a 7. The average is out.
I gave it a 6.
He asked what the average is. Dude, don't try to throw me under the bus.
6.
Don't try
I
to
thought
throw
it was
me.
better
That's
than
how
that.
averages work, motherfucker. You could have rated it a 9, and the average would have been higher. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, I gave it a 7. Bodie, I gave it a 7. I gave them both a 7, and then I gave the fucking.
Bodie's ranking him a fucking 9, bro. That's wild.
They weren't that good. There were still some problems with it. The biggest problem with the first 2 episodes was they just fucking destroyed the whole series and lowered my fucking thing. Is that fucking we have Ezra saying that Sabine is like a sister to her. That is not Rebels. That's never been in Rebels. Ezra been trying to fuck Sabine since the first time he saw her. You know what I'm saying? So that shit ruined all of them. The whole series was ruined from that point forward. So it lost a point. For the whole series, lost a point just because they said that dumb shit. So even if I thought it was a 9, I'm dropping it to an 8 because they said that.
Love story between them. I'm telling you.
Because we all know in Rebels, Ezra tried the whole time for 4 seasons. He was trying to bang Sabine. He was in love with Sabine. He was infatuated with her. And she wouldn't give him the time of day.
He was whipped,
and it ruined the story plot of why she's trying so hard to go find him. Because now she feels guilty because she didn't ever give him the time of day in Rebels. And then, hair looked like bad cosplay. That was terrible stuff.
Bad. The costumes were terrible. The lighting was
that lowered it. The story was wasn't the greatest story, but it wasn't the worst story because
the dialogue is dog shit.
I don't think so. I didn't think the dialogue was that bad. The music was great. The fucking cinematography is great. The fucking ships is great. Another thing that I don't like about the series is why the fuck are they talking about Sabine having Force abilities when we know she didn't in Rebels? Why is fucking Ahsoka training fucking Sabine to be a fucking Jedi, but she turned down fucking Grogu?
Why does Sabine even want to be a Jedi?
Why did she turn down Grogu to be a fucking Jedi, but fucking take Sabine as a Padawan? That don't make no fucking sense. So there's just too many inconsistencies. So that lowered the score.
And the lightsaber duels were shit.
No, I didn't think the lightsaber. Well, I didn't think they were the greatest. I gave it about a 50-50. I gave it about a 50-50 because I think the ones with
50-50. That is a 5, bitch. That's a 5 out of 10.
Just on the lightsaber duels because I thought all the Ahsoka stuff with the lightsaber was done good. I just didn't like the fucking the Shin and Ahsoka lightsaber duel. But I did give it a higher score because they put back in the sparks when the lightsabers hit together that they took out in the sequel trilogy, and I didn't like that shit. Lightsabers clash together, there should be a fucking spark. You got 2 energy beams hitting each other. And they took that shit out in the sequel trilogy. They put it back in this, and I appreciated that. So I gave the first 2 a 7. I gave the third one an 8. Garrison gave it a fucking 5, and then gave a 6 on it. I stand
by it, bro. I stand by it.
Like, you're fucking crazy. That's just because fucking Garrison's not a Rebels fan. He don't like cartoons, and this is just an extension of the cartoon.
It's literally, it's a cartoon in live action is what it is, but without the dialogue of a live action. It's a cartoon dialogue.
It's
Which
fucking.
is understandably a little bit, yeah.
Who's hating? Ain't nobody hating. We just looking at it as I'm not a fucking.
Objectively.
I'm not an obsessive fan. I don't obsess. Like I love Star Wars more than anything else, but I don't obsess over it. I have to look at things in a objective way.
I don't say I love it just because it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I love it because it's Star Wars, but I don't give it a high rating just because it's Star Wars. I'm not biased out here. I'm giving an honest rating, and an honest rating, it doesn't hold up to some other things that we've seen.
And it's definitely, and ain't nothing ever a 10. There's no movie that I've ever seen that's perfect. There's going to be something wrong with it. No movie, no TV show. There's going to be.
I've seen some close. That Sunset Limited is pretty close.
Yeah, but there's even some spots in there that's, you know what I'm saying, that's not perfect.
No, you're right. At most, it's like 9.6 or something.
Yeah, that motherfucking movie is amazing. That's like one of the best movies of all times that I've ever seen. And the crazy fucking thing is just two guys talking in an apartment.
I know, crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But the dialogue is fucking so compelling.
Jesus Christ!
Like even the little stuff that they put in the background, like the things you see out the window and stuff like that, is just amazing. The way they did it, the way they shot that entire film, and it's probably one of the most low budget movies ever made. It's just spectacular.
Dude.
Spectacular.
100%. Most expensive thing was probably Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, both of them, even Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. Tommy Lee Jones and Samuel L. Jackson.
But you needed two good actors, somebody that's convincing to play them parts. You couldn't just get
needed some. And sorry, we're getting way off topic. But Samuel L. Jackson, that's not like a role he normally takes, is that kind of role. But he killed it, bro.
Yeah, that just shows his ability as an actor.
He's an underrated actor.
Yeah, way underrated. Because I used to underrate
I never
him.
thought I'd say that about Samuel L. Jackson, but when I watched that, I was like, shit, he's underrated.
Well, you think about him,
he's already rated high.
He's that, you get him for the motherfucker part. He's that guy. You don't think of him about playing the Christian type. You don't think about him doing that. You know what I'm saying? Even though he went through some bad stuff, even though he cusses in it a few times, you don't see him as that character. And then for him to be able to play that character and then execute it the way he did, because I used to rate him lower than that. He wouldn't have been in my top 10 favorite actors. And that shit jumped him up. Watching that movie jumped him up in my top 10.
Okay. Bodie says, Garrison, IDK anymore. I think you're biased towards Disney Star Wars. Or Disney doesn't make good Star Wars. What's more, like, are you serious?
Well, I would say
most people, like, views have gone down on Disney Star Wars.
It just depends, because, like, Andor is good. I love Rogue One. Rogue One is my number 2 favorite Star Wars movie.
And I rated those high. Even though they were
You know what I'm saying? Them are both Disney projects. I love The Mandalorian all the way up till season 3. And the Andor is good. I like Bad Batch. I like both seasons of the Bad Batch. Season 1 better.
How can I be biased towards Disney when I ranked Andor higher than you did?
Huh?
I ranked Andor higher than Bodie did. So I'm not biased towards Disney.
Shit, I don't know. Andor's fucking my second favorite TV series.
I know. So I'm not biased towards Disney.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that. I think a lot of the problems with Disney is that they're trumping the fucking that they're coming and they're telling the writers and they're telling Lucasfilms what they can do instead of just letting them do what they want to do. Because come on, man, we know Dave Filoni. We see The Mandalorian. We know how good Dave Filoni can do some shit. The first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian are fucking excellent. And then you go to fucking, you know what I'm saying? But then you can tell where Disney put their hands in. So it's not that I'm biased against Disney. I just think that Disney is fucking Star Wars up. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bias against Disney. I love Disney. Disney's fucking they redid fucking Cinderella 3,000 times and they're all good. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking like, dude, I like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, look at Marvel. Marvel is fucking great. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that Disney's done with Marvel is fucking great. I just think that I think Disney hates Star Wars because they keep fucking doing shit to make Star Wars bad. They fucking killed fucking 2 great fucking, they killed Luke Skywalker. They fucking killed Leia. They killed Han Solo. They killed Boba Fett. They killed Obi-Wan Kenobi. What the fuck are you doing? Like, Boba Fett and Obi-Wan might not be dead, but they killed them as top characters. Like, nobody wants to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is fucking terrible. Like, you ruined those fucking characters. You know what I'm saying? You ruined the storyline. So it's not I'm biased against Disney. Disney just doing crap shit to Star Wars. They ain't doing that shit to everybody else. They just doing it to Star Wars. But yeah, I don't know. I think that Star Wars. I think that Ahsoka's on the right path, and I've enjoyed the first 3 episodes. But I think they better start getting better, because you got to remember we only got 4 left. There's only 7 episodes in the series, so they got 4 left to make it better. And I think that the story is headed in that direction. They just got to do something to make it, because the story is not bad. Garrison, I know you disagree with me, but the story is not bad.
For Ahsoka?
Yeah, for Ahsoka. The story is good.
No. The overall story, I agree, is good. It's going in the right direction.
I do hate the map thing, though.
Stories. Yeah, the map thing was stupid.
I'm tired of hearing about
motivations. We're still missing character motivations completely. We don't know where Ahsoka's been this whole time. We don't know why Ahsoka all of a sudden wants to train Sabine. We don't know why Sabine wants to be trained by Ahsoka in the first place. So the lower level stories, the sub stories, are what's missing for me. The overall story, yeah, trying to rescue Thrawn and Ezra, yeah, that all makes sense. That's fine.
And there's some things that I really do like about it, because I like the fact that they're bringing back the Night Sisters. The Night Sisters in the Clone Wars was some of my favorite characters as bad guys, because I just liked the things that they did. They practiced in Force magic, you know, and that was always a compelling thing, and I think that they should have explained that more in the Clone Wars, and they kind of just left it out there, and I've always wanted to learn more about that, and I'm hopefully that they're doing that. But then the map thing killed the whole Night Sister thing, because it was like, dude, what the fuck, fucking another map? Jesus Christ, what's up with all the maps? Everything has to do with a fucking map in every story y'all have. And then I'm sitting here watching, Moana with my granddaughter the other day and my wife, and I'm like, a fucking another map. It's a map. Goddamn, it's a fucking map. Everything's a fucking map. Like, why does everything got to be a fucking map? Now the stars are maps. Everything got to be a map. We got a map to Cinderella, map to Snow White, map to there's fucking maps everywhere. And I blame that on fucking
Dora.
Fucking everything's a map. Like, why do we have to have a map? Why can't they just fucking do it? You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no map for them to find the Death Star. We didn't have no map for them to find the fucking Yavin.
Dude, what I honestly think would have been so much better is you could have had, like, not an arms race, but like a race to develop the technology to jump to another galaxy.
Yeah.
And like trying to get the resources, you know what I mean? So either
they're not even like even if they did the map thing, but they like found it in a Jedi fucking archive. You know what I'm saying? A thing of the Purgle migrations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Something like that
would have been better than fucking like we don't even know who the fuck made this map. You know what I'm saying? They haven't explained that to us yet. We have no idea who even made the fucking map.
Right.
Nielsen says, I always thought Ezra knew Sabine's possibility of force ability, and that was why Ezra said what he said to Sabine at the end of Rebels about what she needs to do and train, maybe. I think it was just to be a stronger character within the thing. And you got to remember, Sabine left for a while.
Bro,
Sabine left and went back to Mandalore and went back to her mom and her brother and shit. So when you think about that, you know what I'm saying? Because she said that she had to be there for the thing. It wasn't until Ezra and then went back and helped her when she came and asked him for help.
I fucking love Balin, though. But
I don't know.
Bodhi,
I don't really listen to
our... Bodhi, you got to listen
I like
to
Shin better than fucking Balin.
You got to listen
she's
to our
more
last
scary.
Wednesday episode,
Balin's
Bodhi.
not even scary. I want to give Balin a hug. Like, I don't know. I just like...
Bro, but that's why
he just looks like a huggable character. He don't look scary to me.
I feel like he's not like a bad guy. I feel like he does bad things, but he's got some other motivation. Bodhi, you got to listen to the last episode. I said some cool things about Balin because I still think Balin is like gonna. I think his apprentice, like the girl, is like going to be bad, but I think Balin's like bad for a cause, and I think he's going to die, and she's going to go full bad or something.
Well, we know he got to die because rest in peace, Ray Stevens, one of the greats. But
Dude, I like Balin.
We know that he's going to die in this series. He has to because you can't replace Ray Stevens. But at the same time, I don't know. He just I want to give him a hug. I'm not scared of him at all. Like, oh, come here, big teddy bear with your white beard and just look like a big teddy bear. Look like Santa Claus's brother.
Who says he's trying to be scary?
He's a fucking bad guy. He's supposed to be scary. He's the antagonist. Like, dude, he's the secondary bad guy to Morgan. Like, he's supposed to be fucking scary. Shin is scary. Morg is scary. Like they look scary. He just looks like a big fucking teddy bear. I just want to know more about him. Like, I kind of want to know more about him as a character. And I hope they get into that more. I hope they get more character development.
Intriguing.
For all the characters. Because, when he says there's so few Jedis left. To me, it's like, dude, when he said that, it's like, all right, man, I want to know this dude's backstory. Like, because it just seems like he's like a Jedi that went like bounty hunter.
Which is a plus. We're going in the right direction. We're getting some engaging side characters.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to know more story development with all the characters. I think that's one of the lacking things within the story development. We all know what Ahsoka was doing. We seen it in Mandalorian. We seen it. She's been searching for Thrawn and Ezra ever since the shit happened in the end of season 4. She's been searching. We know that Hera, she went to war. You know what I'm saying? To fight against in all the different battles. Sabine, I do want to know why did Ahsoka fucking take Sabine on as apprentice? Even Hungya says, bitch, you ain't got no fucking force abilities. The worst Jedi fucking Padawan ever had more force abilities than you. Which doesn't say something completely bad, because as we all know, fucking Obi-Wan was fucking terrible. He couldn't even get a fucking master. Like he was fucking terrible. He was about to get sent to the fucking Jedi farms, where they send the people that force ability just sucks. And he turned out to be a great character, and he learned how to fucking control the force very fucking good. So it is a trainable fucking thing. It is something that you can learn, but it's like, who realized this at first? Like, they didn't explain why Ahsoka knows that Sabine has force abilities. Like, they didn't explain none of that shit. They just went into that shit like, when the fuck did Sabine get force abilities? Like, when did this happen? Like, I don't remember this happening in fucking Rebels. She was shooting everything and blowing everything up. She was a fucking Mandalorian.
Bodhi's out here giving ratings with his dick because Balin's apprentice makes him horny.
No, I wouldn't give it to her. No. She's scary.
Bro, there's something about them goth girls, bro. I don't know.
I don't know. That's scary shit to me.
I'm just playing.
But yeah, no, I think that the only thing is I trust Dave. I do trust Dave, and so far I haven't been disappointed. I think they could have done better, but I haven't been disappointed. I haven't been set back like this.
I have not been disappointed. Yeah, I'd say I haven't been disappointed. That's why I give
what I'm saying? This isn't Book of Boba Fett or Obi-Wan Kenobi where I'm just like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing, man? Why are you killing off my fucking favorite characters? Fuck you, assholes. I'm not at that point. I'm still intrigued. I'm still excited about the next episodes coming out. I still want to see where the story goes. And that's the biggest thing to me. Can you keep me intrigued with what's going on enough to keep me wanting to come back? Boba Fett, after like the second, third episode, I was like, I don't even want to watch this no more. This is fucking terrible. Obi-Wan Kenobi, after the first episode, I didn't want to fucking know what's going on no more. The fucking camera shake. By the time I got to the end of the fucking first thing, I had a fucking headache. And they made Obi-Wan Kenobi out to be a bitch, and now fucking Leia's in it. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this doesn't match. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't match up with New Hope, man. What the fuck are y'all doing, man? Like, y'all just making shit. So they haven't put me at that point yet. So I'm extremely excited to see what's coming on. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Andor. Even though Andor is probably my second favorite, but there's still things about Andor that I really didn't like. Andor had that intriguingness that I wanted to know what happened. What are you doing to keep me coming back? That's how I look at things. Are you doing anything to keep me wanting to come back and see the next part? If you're not doing none of that, then then I struggle to want to watch the following episodes to even find out what happens at the end. You got to intrigue me. You got to show me something that's going to be worth me spending my time, because my time is valuable. I could be making podcasts. I could be working with other people on podcasts. I could be content creating. I could be doing a lot of other things and wasting my time watching something that's not worth watching. And that's how I kind of felt after Boba Fett and Kenobi. Y'all wasted my time. Because the best part of I could have just watched the last episode and been happy with fucking Kenobi. I could have watched the Darth Vader and fucking Kenobi fight and been happy watching just that. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been happy.
What do you think about Sabine being force sensitive?
Like, we know that everybody has metachlorians in them. Every living thing has metachlorians in them. But from the way it's talked about is that you have to have a certain amount of metachlorians to be force sensitive.
Right.
And like, I don't have a problem with Sabine being force sensitive. I think the idea of it's cool, because especially there hasn't been a fucking Mandalorian since fucking forever, since the LightSaber was created. Right. Since Pre Vizsla or whatever his name is was a Mandalorian. So a Mandalorian Jedi is very intriguing to me. Like, I would love to see that again. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, dude, the only problem is I had that they never hinted to that shit in Rebels. They never, like, dude, she sucked at lightsaber dueling. When Kanan was trying to train her, she fucking sucked. She was terrible. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she got a little bit better, but you could, like, he knew that she didn't have no force abilities. He never once brought up the force when he was training her, because he knew she didn't have no force abilities. Or not enough to fucking worry about. And then when Han Ying says, you know what I'm saying, like, your force ability, she can't even move a fucking cup. You know what I'm saying? And I understand she's fucking 20-something years old starting her training. But look at Rey. Look at Luke. They were old when they started their training, and they were able to fucking, you know, look at Rey. That bitch just fucking was super dope right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? It took Luke a little bit to get in.
The thing is, like, I don't think you need to necessarily be force sensitive or be a Jedi in order to utilize the force. Like, we saw fucking Chirrut from Rogue One. He wasn't a Jedi, but he was fucking like blind and still sensing where people were, and like, I'm on with the force with me without getting shot. So I think sometimes the force can still like do things with you, even if you're not force sensitive. But I don't think Sabine is really like, I don't know, her being a Jedi. I don't. Why is this
doesn't fit with the storyline?
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's the problem that I have. It doesn't fit with the storyline of Rebels. So, but like I said, I still like it too. But I don't like it because it doesn't fit, but I do like it because I would love to see a Mandalorian be a Jedi. And fucking from, you know what I'm saying, from everything that's fucking told about Vizsla, he was fucking dope. That dude was fucking dope as shit. And he created the fucking LightSaber. He was fucking dope. So it seemed like he had way more force ability, which is kind of crazy that nobody in the fucking Mandalorians ever fucking knew that they could use a force. That's just kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying? Because all the fucking people since him, he's the only one. What the fuck is about the Mandalorians that make them that they don't get no high midichlorian count? I'm guaranteed there have been plenty others. We just don't know about them, or that the Mandalorians just hated the Jedi so much when they found out that another Mandalorian could had those type of abilities, they just taught it out of them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes, but at the same time, I'm not excited to see. It just kind of disappoints me because you're taking stuff once again. And I think it has something to do with Disney. Is you're allowing things to change. You're allowing things to change and go against the natural storyline that is already set in place. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that gets me. And with the Jason Syndulla thing, you know, I fear that either Jason is force sensitive and either Ahsoka's going to train him and they're going to have like an alternate universe or some shit where Ahsoka's training Jedi, like, you know, Sabine, Jason, and other people that we don't ever see. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the final battles, when Rey's fighting Palpatine and all that shit and Snoke, that we don't ever see these characters, so it's not going to make sense against Luke's fucking thing. Because if they go to Luke's thing, then we know Kylo Ren killed them all. And Jason Solo is older. He should be at least a better Jedi than Kylo Ren is. You know what I'm saying? At that point, because he's light.
If Jason's even like force sensitive.
Yeah, if Jason is force sensitive. You know what I'm saying? So you got two Jasons fighting each other, and Jason's older than Kylo Ren. So you think that he would have better training and better abilities. And then if it's Ahsoka training these people, then I think it's going to be a problem of where were they fucking at? We know Ahsoka's not there. Why aren't they there? When does Ahsoka die and all these other Jedi just fucking, that she's training, just leave? Because, you know, we don't see Sabine in none of the fucking sequel trilogies. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which, at this point, I don't think this concept was even made up yet. But that's my thing. That's my problem. It's like, quit making up concepts that don't fit with the fucking narrative. You know what I'm saying? They don't fit with the narrative. They don't even fit with Disney's narrative.
Yeah.
You know, and Disney's the one that's creating it. It's like, dude, quit having so many different writers and so many different people doing something that they're not staying with the narrative of the story. And that's my biggest problem with Disney is quit going against the narrative. We know that Leia never met Obi-Wan Kenobi. We know that fucking that Obi-Wan and fucking Vader never fought before they did in New Hope. From the time where Anakin gets turned into Darth Vader. We know that never happens. But this is the things that they're giving us. We know Boba Fett never turns into a good guy. You know what I'm saying? We know none of these things ever fucking happen, but these are the things. You keep changing the context of the character and the context of the storyline. Right. If you want to make new stories, just make new stories. Like, that's okay. You don't have to follow the storyline. You don't have to give us these middle parts. You don't have to. Just create a new story. Start at the sequel trilogy, start with the Rey movie, start and just move on from that point, go back to the High Republic. You have these time periods that you can just, like, do anything in, because we don't know anything about them. Don't change the narrative that we all grew up with and we've all been watching for years. Don't change these narratives. Don't change that storyline. I don't like that. And then you're doing it to ruin the characters. To me, it's almost like they're intentionally trying to ruin the fandom. They're trying to get people, Star Wars fans, to argue with each other. They're trying to get people, at some point, everybody hates Star Wars, so we're just going to fucking quit Lucasfilms. And then there's no more Star Wars. And that's what I don't want to see happen. Because they'll be damned if they sell it. They ain't going to sell it to nobody.
No.
Disney will just cancel that whole fucking thing. And then there won't be no Star Wars. There won't be no Lucasfilms no more. They'll just they'll just cancel it. And that's what I'm hoping that, and it seems like that's what they're trying to do.
Just put it to bed. They're trying to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to.
Scary.
It is scary. That's what scares me the most. At least, like, I probably got another 10, 15 years left. I got MS. I've considered the fact that I'm not going to live that much longer. My body is failing, you know what I'm saying? So I know I probably got 10, 15 years. I would like to have Star Wars for the next 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If I can make it to 55, 60, I'm happy. But I want to watch Star Wars the whole time. I don't want to see Disney or anybody else come in and ruin Star Wars. And Disney's track record ain't too good. It's like 50-50. And it's all about, which I say it's even higher than that, because if you really look at it, Bad Batch wasn't bad. Mandalorian isn't bad. Fucking Andor isn't bad. Rogue One, Solo wasn't even bad. You know what I'm saying? Solo
wasn't bad. Yeah, Solo got too much hate. Because Solo wasn't half bad.
Yeah, Solo was good. You know what I'm saying? So when you really look at it, basically we got Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series and Book of Boba Fett that's like was just bad. You know what I'm saying? Even season 7 of the Clone Wars, that was done by Disney. It was good. You know what I'm saying? It was a great final to the thing and led us right up to where we needed to be. Everything that did, it just, I don't know, and we have to see how they go. We have to see especially when it got to come to movies. But then we got the sequel trilogies, we got Obi-Wan Kenobi, and we got Book of Boba Fett. All of them were not fucking good. They were not good things. But then you go back to the books. We go back to the High Republic. The High Republic is excellent. I've been saying this shit. There's some fucking good books. They got this whole era that they could do. They could go after it. Like I said, I'm kind of excited to see the Rey movie. I want to see what this movie's about. I want to see what she does as a Jedi. Does she train new Jedi? Does she restart the Jedi Order? Does she go out there? Does she take a Padawan? Who is her Padawan? Is Finn her Padawan? Is Finn really force sensitive and they redo him in order to make him good now because you took it away from him in the fucking original or in the sequel trilogy? You took that away from him, and he's the one that started. He's the first one that felt the force and stopped shooting people and didn't want to kill people. You know what I'm saying? So they could rehash that. He could be her apprentice. They could be going through the galaxy helping save people. They got excellent stories that they could tell if they do it. You know, I'd love to see Poe again. I would love to see some of the characters from the sequel trilogy that I liked. I liked the characters of the sequel. I just didn't like the story. The story was the same story again, and all you did is massacre and kill off the people that were our favorite people. You know what I'm saying? That was some of our favorite characters. So I'm excited to see what they do. I'm just kind of worried that because of the track record, you know, the bad stuff. And it's something that is definitely true. It is definitely true that even though they put out more good stuff than they have bad, we focus on the bad stuff because bad stuff stands out. And it stands out in a very bad way.
We're comparing it to other Star Wars, like Star Wars, like all the other Star Wars have been like amazing, right? And so obviously this bad is going to stand out.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much good Star Wars that it's what's keeping the fans intrigued. But if they put out too much bad shit, we already have this toxic fandom going on. Everybody's arguing with everybody. Everybody's disagreeing with everybody. The fan is just...
and I still hold by the point. I don't think that's unique to Star Wars fandom. I think that's just
it's not. It's something that goes along with all fandom, but it's getting worse. Like some of the things and some of the stuff that's being said on social media, I read some of the comments, especially when other people post something really good that intrigues me, and I check into it and I start reading the comments, and I'm like, damn, man, why are y'all such assholes? Jesus Christ, some people say some of the most hurtful shit that I ever have heard in my life. And I've heard some bad shit. But people say fucked up shit, you know what I'm saying, to other people, other Star Wars fans, just because they don't agree with something that they say. And I don't like that. It's like, dude, that's what ruins the franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to dislike something. It's perfectly fine to dislike something. It's okay. That's what makes you an individual, is your own idea of what you like. And and your likes and dislikes is what makes you an individual.
But I think that's just reflective of the world. The world does, like, more and more people are not okay with people disagreeing on them, whether either it's Star Wars or politics or anything. If you don't agree with me, you're the devil, is basically the mindset.
And the fucked up thing about it is, like, people get stuck in this thing. They get stuck in this thing where they will not subside and say, you know what I'm saying, that they were wrong. You know what I'm saying, about something.
Yep.
They won't say that they were wrong. They won't recant. Like I was saying, get fucking Donald Trump out of office. Get that motherfucker out, racist motherfucker out. Now I'm like, get Donald Trump back in office.
Bring him back.
Bring the motherfucker back. You know what I'm saying? You have to agree. And just like I said before, Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi are not my favorites, but I'll still watch them. I still go back and watch them. If it comes on, if I'm flicking, it's just not what I choose to watch first. But I will still watch them. They're not so bad that I can't watch them. There's nothing been put out in Star Wars that's so bad. Well, the fucking holiday special, I hate watching that damn thing. That shit is just stupid. But, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing that's just so bad other than that I refuse to watch it. It's still Star Wars. I'm gonna watch it. I love watching the fucking Clone Wars, even the fucking first couple seasons, and they're so fucking boring. But you gotta watch it to fucking get to the good shit. Sometimes you gotta go through the negative to get to the positive. That's just that's life. That's everything. You gotta go through hard times to get to good times. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through it in life. Everybody has hard times in life, and then you appreciate them good times when they come because you're like, fuck, I just went through this hell. And that's how, but when everybody's fighting with each other and everybody's hating and everybody refuses to change their mind about something and just sticks to it, just fucking no. Star Wars is fucking terrible now. It's not terrible now. There's just some bad parts of it now. Disney hasn't got the best track record of everything being good, which In all reality, neither did George Lucas, because if it was, we'd be saying all 6 of his films are tied for number 1. There's better ones, and there's other ones, like New Hope is not the fucking best Star Wars fucking show.
No, it's not.
Of the original trilogy. You know what I'm saying? Empire Strikes Back, the second one, which is usually never happens. Usually the second one is the worst fucking one out of all of them. It's usually the first one and the third one. But the second one is the highest rated fucking Star Wars fucking movie that there is. And then in the prequel trilogy, the last one, Revenge of the Sith, is the best one. The Clone Wars was kind of like, fuck, man, Jesus, fuck, move on. Like, come on. These love scenes and all this shit, but the story needed to be there. But it wasn't the best fucking movie. Phantom Menace was good and Revenge of the Sith, and the middle one was the worst one, like happens in most trilogies. But you know what I'm saying? We would, if all of fucking Lucasfilms was fucking just a 10, we'd rate all of them as equal. Number 1 is the first 6, but that's not. And we even know that by the the prequel trilogy. When the prequel trilogy first came out, it got bad. It got bad so bad it made fucking George Lucas not even want to do Star Wars no more, because fucking everybody from the original trilogy just bashed it. You know what I'm saying? And even with the sequel trilogies isn't fucking terrible. It's just not fucking good. It's not fucking great. I don't like the fact that you kill Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia. I don't like the fact that you brought back Palpatine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stop bringing fucking people back from the dead. I'm tired of seeing that shit. All was enough.
The holiday special is still great. It was tripping. You know what I feel like would be fun? I've never tried mushrooms, but I feel like being on mushrooms and watching the holiday special sounds like a good
that
time.
shit would be. You'd be like, what the fuck? You'd be tripping the fuck
Sounds
out.
like a good time.
We might have to do it one day. We'll have to try to get some shrooms. I'll get some shrooms, and we'll fucking eat some shrooms and watch it. I still think it'll be fucking terrible. I'll be probably fucking having a conversation.
I feel like you'd be insane, bro. I feel like I don't know what would happen.
I think it'll be fucking terrible.
I don't know what shrooms do. So, should we get to the quiz?
You know what I'm saying? It's just everything isn't great. And that's what people need to understand. The thing that makes a person an individual is their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing that makes somebody an individual, is their own opinion. You're not an individual if you think like everybody else. You are a fucking clone of the fucking masses.
You're a sheep.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't fucking sit back and say, you watch something and say, okay, this isn't good. It doesn't have a good story. What the fuck are they doing with the camera? Who the fuck are these people? What the fuck is going on? This ain't even Star Wars. Then you're not a true Star Wars fan. Because a true Star Wars fan, what made us great fans is we all love something because of its individual, the way it made each individual person feel. The way you could relate to a character. Not everybody relates to Han Solo. Not everybody relates to Luke Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? And one of the great things that George Lucas did is he gave us multiple characters to look at. He gave us multiple characters, so everybody had somebody. The girls had Leia. They had fucking, you know what I'm saying? The boys, we had Han and fucking Luke. Then you go to the prequels, we had somebody. Then we go to the sequels, we had somebody. Everybody had somebody that they could relate to and that they could look up to. You know what I'm saying? Even Disney did it. Because even if you think about it, there's a character within the sequel trilogy that you related to. You know what I'm saying? Me personally was Poe. I related to Poe. I like Poe. The whole fucking trilogy, I like Poe. I liked where he was coming from. I didn't really care for fucking Rey because Rey was just Luke Skywalker in a female form. But look how many fucking female fans came to Star Wars because of Rey. Look how many Rey cosplayers we have now that are doing an excellent job at playing Rey. You know what I'm saying? They go out here and they make kids happy. You know what I'm saying? Then you know what I'm saying? Then they finally made a fucking and I hate this term, a minority, because I don't think anybody's a minority anymore. For fucking 2023, there shouldn't, like, fuck, minority is stupid. But they gave us Finn. We had fucking Lando, but Lando was not like, Finn was a major character within the story. A major character. Lando wasn't. He was a side character. He was just there for a little bit, and then he was gone, then he's there, then he's gone, then he's there. He wasn't that. Finn was. They gave us somebody for everybody. Then they said, "Oh, we don't have a character for the black females." So they gave us somebody. Oh, we need a Hispanic character. Then they gave us somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing where Disney does the thing right. You know what I'm saying? Giving us the people so everybody has somebody to relate to. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we need lesbian characters. They did it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now we're going to have some gay characters. They're going to do it. And I'm not for nothing wokeness. I'm not. I hate fucking that woke shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't care. Do you? And I think everybody should have somebody that they can relate to within Star Wars. I personally do. I don't want to see it, but you know what I'm saying? They're going to do it. And that's I think that's where George Lucas started at the beginning, and I think that's something that Disney follows. But we all can't be sitting back, fuck you and you piece of shit motherfucker because you didn't like fucking this and I like this. You can't do that. Like, I can't sit back and say I hate Garrison because he don't like Ahsoka, even though Ahsoka's one of my favorite characters. I understand where he's coming from. I understand his point of view. I don't agree with his point of view, but you know what I'm saying? I understand where he's coming from. I'm looking at it more as this is just a live action Rebels 5. And I'm looking at it just like that. And I love Rebels. Rebels is probably my favorite Star Wars that there is. And Garrison, you don't like Rebels. I'm not a big Rebels fan, even though he's an asshole that hasn't watched the fucking last 2 seasons yet.
No. I get it. I get it. Because I agree with you. Like, the story of Rebels is like one of the best stories.
Bodie, that's some asshole shit. That's what I was saying, Bodie. You over here talking about I fucking hate Garrett. No, I joke. I'll play with you, Bodie. It's all right.
No, you're good. But yeah, the story of Rebels is one of the best stories. I'll agree with you. Like, the overall story. It's just, again, it's hard for me to get into a story that has cartoons, and cartoons generally are tailored for a younger audience. And it's hard for me to get into that kind of writing than it is for me to get into.
Thing. How old are you, Garrison? 21?
What?
22? How old are you? 22?
24.
24. I'm double your age. And I like cartoons more than you. You're supposed to be liking cartoons more than me.
Because you got MS fucking with your head. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
All right. Let's get to the quiz. This rant is over.
Stop right there, you rebel scum. Prepare yourself for the Star Wars Impossible quiz. Blast them.
Okay, before we get back, let's run through because we kind of got on that rant and we didn't go through the thing. Nielsen said, I always thought the Ezra and Sabine possibly force ability. Oh, I already said that earlier. Let's go down some more. I've seen a good theory for Sabine's force sensitivity. Dr. Kari says, to put it in simple terms, she's good. She's good. Be a force prophet, though her art. Okay, I don't understand that, but I think I do understand what you're saying. Bodie Collection, he's not necessarily scary, but he's got a spunky, a spunk for sure. Yep, about Balin. Yep, that's right.
I like that.
You're making Bodie says you're making a mistake. Like he wants to save them. Bodie says Balin's apprentice makes me. Oh, we already talked about that. It makes him hot. Bodie Collection said the Lost Cat. That shit was just fucking.
The Lost Cat was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was some of the worst CGI I've seen. I agree with the Sabine theory of her using art to do the force prop to do.
I could see that. I mean, I'm not a fan of her being force sensitive, but I mean, it's a cool tie-in because she already likes art and all that stuff. So I don't know, maybe.
Saying at Darth, it makes sense because she made such a powerful weapon at a young age. For sure, always being force sensitive. That's possible. I didn't think about that.
I mean, I kind of viewed it as more she's fucking Mandalorian, and Mandalorians are badass. But
yeah, they make badass shit. Ahsoka is pure flame to me, but I appreciate the point y'all have made about the flaws because it's valid. And another thing, it's kind of hard, and this is something I want to just bring up about Ahsoka right quick. I do not like Rosario Dawson is a good actor, there's just a movie where she plays this chick with AIDS and she gives this dude the AIDS in this fucking movie. It's like a fucking. It has the dad from the fucking Joe from the Flash Theory in it, and he's young then, and it's like a fucking singing fucking movie. I can't remember the name of this fucking movie, but it's fucking like just seeing her. I just think about her having AIDS. Like it's just hard for me to like get. Is it Kids? No, it's not Kids.
Kids. That's the name of the movie. It's a movie about sexually promiscuous teenagers. In the movie, Jenny has HIV, and her friend Casper rapes her while she's passed out.
No. She sleeps with this fucking rock and roll dude. It's like
Rent?
Flame or
Rent.
That's it. And my wife used to watch the fuck out of this damn movie. And every time I see her playing Ahsoka, which is one of my favorite characters of all time, it just kind of ruins it for me. It's like, fuck, man.
Oh, jeez.
Just because I just think Ahsoka has AIDS. It just pops in my head. Every time I see Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson playing Ahsoka, like, oh, she has AIDS. Even though there's like a cure for AIDS now, it just fucks with me. Darth Akari says, I don't see her as a Jedi. I need her to be herself, Ahsoka. I don't get the Ahsoka vibes I don't get Jedi vibes from Ahsoka. Like, I still don't. Like, even though she's training somebody, it's just, like, the stuff she does is just not Jedi stuff. You know what I'm saying? She does, like, her own thing. Bodhi Collection, her having a saber fits to me because of the dark saber training. There's a reason she gave up on the training already, right? I don't know. They don't ever really truly explain why she gave up on the training. It was more like Ahsoka walked away from her than her giving up on the training. I guess this is just my speculation, but her and Sabine got into a fight about something. Ahsoka and Sabine and they kind of just like split ways. That's what I'm getting from it. They never really explain it. I think Sabine's concentration hard enough she can paint the star map she lost. And that's something that I kind of wanted to see with her being an artist. I think that she should be able to do that. She should be able to remember. She's an artist. Artists are really good at remembering shit, like remembering what they see. Dave is playing mind games. The sister comment was a setup. Make out season between Era and Sabine coming. That's what would have to fucking make it right, because right now it ain't happening. She just needs to feel the force to paint the picture. I mean, that's a good point, Dr. Corey. I think that could happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? She starts using the force and then it allows her to be able to paint the map. I think that's a good point. That might actually happen. That's a good fucking thing.
It does make sense, and it is kind of cool.
It would be kind of cool if she starts moving the cup and then she starts feeling the force and then it helps with her art. And then she's able to paint the picture like she can use a fork to recollect the map. And then,
I could honestly see her like being
I think they're just going to stow away on the damn ship that flies to the planet.
I mean, if it was up to me, I could see her being force sensitive, but she can't use the force and bend the force. So I could see her like getting visions of the future without being able to like use the force, if that makes sense. Because she doesn't have enough I think this would be a perfect way to like make it make sense. Because she doesn't have enough midichlorians. So that's why Kanan didn't want to train her. That's why she doesn't have the natural abilities of a Jedi, because she can't control the force. She doesn't have enough midichlorians. But I think she can be trained to listen to the force enough where she could like predict things in her paintings. You know what I mean? So like She might not have the midichlorians to use the force, but the force might still speak to her. So I could see something like that.
Star Wars Bodhi Collection says, I appreciate y'all, man. This show adds to my fandom. I'm 29. Star Wars will always be a big part of my life. Keep up the good work. Oh man, thanks Bodhi. Man. We appreciate that. All I see is her in a photo, Nash. And then Bodhi Collection said, it's easy for me to forget it's Rosario. She was hot and was very naked in Alexander the Great.
I didn't even know that.
I don't think I've ever watched Alexander the Great. Maybe that's something I need to watch. I'll put it on my list. Okay.
Now it is. Fucking
I wouldn't mind seeing her naked.
I was kidding.
And I can picture her naked as Ahsoka. That would even be better. Because, see, Ahsoka's grown now. I can look at her that way. When she was a kid, I couldn't look at her that way.
All right. Are we ready for the actual quiz now?
Yes.
All right. I mixed in some easy, some a little bit more difficult. All right. We got 8 questions.
And Garrison did the quiz this week, y'all.
I did do the quiz, yes.
Be kind.
Be kind, jeez. All right. Maybe y'all know this. I didn't know this. So we'll see. This might be hard. This might be stupid. What is the Earth date for Wookiee life?
The Earth
Wookiee
date?
Life Day. Yeah, what's the Earth date for Wookiee Life Day?
October 31st.
No. That's Halloween, dumbass.
Yeah. December 25th.
No.
December 20th.
No.
When was it released? Whatever day it was released.
Kind of I actually never knew this one, but it's actually really close to my birthday, so we'll see.
I don't know when your birthday is. I forgot.
That's okay. I don't remember what yours is.
September 2nd.
No.
July 31st.
Nope. I guess the chat can't even decide.
June 5th.
No, it's November 17th.
November 17th.
That's Wookiee Life Day.
Oh, yeah, your birthday is right next because mine's the 21st.
And mine's the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
January 1st, that's New Year's Day, but close. All right. How many, question number 2, how many estimated deaths are there in the original trilogy?
Estimated deaths in the original trilogy?
Yeah. You got
the original trilogy?
Both
how many
Death Stars blowing up.
They blew up Alderaan. They got to be in the millions.
Yeah, this one it's a pretty big number.
26 billion.
No, a little bit less than that.
Shit, they blew up an entire planet. And then they blew up everybody on the Death Star was damn near a planet.
Twice.
Jesus, that's a lot.
It's a pretty high fucking number. Plus all the cruisers that are getting blown up. Yeah, it's a pretty big number.
14,649,321.
Dude, they estimated this pretty fucking to a T because it's a very specific number.
Well, that's why I gave out a very specific number. I don't fucking know shit.
Right.
Everybody.
It is. Should I wait for the chat or should I just say it? Because this is a fucking high number.
Yeah, we got millions, 3.4 million.
Way more.
We in the billions. There had to be at least a billion people.
3.4 million? Way more than 3.4 million. Which actually, I was kind of surprised because Andor, apparently the population isn't that big on Andor. Or not Andor, Alderaan.
Well, Alderaan is like a fucking, like, even if you go back to the video games and shit, the fucking Alderaan didn't, like, they just had like a castle and they had a couple towns on this big forest.
Not a very populated planet. All right, so the number 2,795,192.
Damn, I was way too high. First, I was way too low, and then I was way too high.
When you blow up a planet, I would have expected more than that, but that's still a fucking high number.
Yeah, man, we got 7.8 billion people on the Earth.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me Alderaan only had like a couple million people on that motherfucker? They was like, it had as many people as we do in the United States. I'm guessing. That's a guess.
Well, the United States only has like 300 million.
340 something million people.
Yeah, 340, 350 million.
There was a lot of people on fucking Alderaan. A lot of people on the fucking Death Star. You got to figure that motherfucker was packed full of people. Then all the battleships, the fucking people. That's a lot of fucking people died.
That's 2
billion
big
fucking
death.
people.
Large scale.
Yeah.
George Lucas is lots of deaths right there. All right. Who was Luke's gunner during the Battle of Hoth?
I think I asked this question before. I fucking don't remember.
You probably did.
Dirk. Jared.
Close.
Dirk. Derek.
Jared? Did you say Jared?
Jarek.
No. He went to Jared.
It's like Dirk or Dirt.
You're close. You're really close. Dak is his first name.
Dak, yeah.
Star Wars team leader got the first name. Last name?
I didn't know that motherfucker had a last name. People have last names. I thought Han Solo was only put Luke Skywalker.
Dak Ralter.
Dak Walter.
Yeah. Ralter. Ralter.
I think I asked that once before. I think it was in a long time ago.
Yeah.
Or no. You know who asked that?
Who asked that? Charlie?
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie
Really?
asked that once. Yeah.
Oh, well.
I just couldn't remember.
We can start reusing her questions because I don't remember half of them.
Shit, I don't remember some of the questions I asked last week. What are you talking about?
All right. This one might have been asked, but again, it's a funny one. How many times is the quote, "I have a bad feeling about this," said during the Star Wars saga? We're talking all the movies. We're talking 1 through 9, as well as Solo and Rogue One.
22.
No, not that many times.
7.
No.
36.
New.
3 times by Han Solo, 7 times by fucking Luke Skywalker.
9 is incorrect, Star Wars team leader.
Fucking.
Because not just the movies, we're talking about not just all the actual Star Wars movies, but we're talking about Solo and Rogue One as well.
11.
No. 12 is close. It's actually debated. It's between 12 and 13. 12 you can hear. 13 because one of them is actually said by a droid, but the director claims that he was saying, "I have a bad feeling about this." So 13. All right. What characters have said the iconic line?
Han
I have a bad
Solo,
feeling about this.
C-3PO, and Luke Skywalker.
You're missing a couple.
Oh, I'm missing somebody? Okay.
You're missing a bunch, bro. Remember, it was said 13 times.
Yeah, but I mean, are we being said 13 times? I know Han Solo said it several times. I have a bad feeling about this.
All right. In episode 1, who says it in Phantom Menace?
In Phantom Menace, who says it? I have a bad feeling about this. Jar Jar Binks.
Nah, it was Obi-Wan. This is the first line Obi-Wan says.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it
In
is.
episode 2.
Anakin.
Yes. Anakin, when they're in the Geonosis arena. In episode 3. It was Obi-Wan when they're...
Hold on, let me guess. God damn.
Oh, sorry. It was
Well, you already
Obi-Wan
said.
when they're flying. Solo.
And Solo, Han Solo.
Yep, Han Solo, obviously. Rogue One.
Kira. Or not
Nope.
Kira. Kira's not in Solo. Beckett. Beckett says it.
No.
Oh, fucking ain't Beckett.
Beckett's not in Rogue One.
Oh, the fuck? Oh, we're on Rogue One. Fuck, why am I thinking Solo? I already said Solo. MS brain fucking with me. And Rogue One.
K2SO, Nelson, that's right. K2SO says it when they get in the elevator with Jin and Cassian. Episode 4, New Hope.
Solo.
Nah, it was actually Luke Skywalker. And
yeah,
Han
yeah.
Solo. And Han Solo, but Han Solo says it second. So Luke says it when they're approaching the Death Star. Han Solo says it when they're in the trash compactor. So you get 2 in that episode. Empire Strikes Back.
Lando.
No.
It wasn't Lando when they're flying towards the thing, and the shields ain't down.
Are you
I could've
thinking
swore
of
Lando
Return of the
said-
Jedi?
Oh, we're on Empire. Fuck. Empire. C-3PO.
No. Empire is Princess Leia. Yes, that's right, Nelson. All right, Return of the Jedi.
Oh, why did I just sound like you just said Princess Nelson?
Oh, no, I said good job, Nelson. All right, Return of the Jedi also has 2.
Han
Han Solo.
and Lando.
Nah, C-3PO.
Damn.
C-3PO when he's entering Jabba's hut, or Jabba the Hutt's palace, and Han Solo when the Ewoks are going to start burning him.
Yeah, when they're about to get cooked.
All
I
right.
remember Han Solo saying it then. I could have swore I could have swore that Lando says it when they're flying towards the fucking Death Star with the ray shield and the fucking the shields is still up and they're trying to. And Han and them was trying to put down the shields. He's flying towards it. He says, I have a bad feeling about this.
Lando says it, but not yet. Not in that movie. All right. In The Force Awakens, who says it?
Ben,
No. Finn actually never says it.
Poe.
No.
Poe. It don't sound like something Poe would say. Leia.
Nope. It is Han Solo. When they realized that the Rathtars got loose on his ship. Episode 8, The Last Jedi. There's a tough one. Who says it in The Last Jedi?
Luke.
No. I would be so surprised whoever gets this one. And this probably is like my hardest question. This one.
BB-8.
Good job, BB-8 does say it. He says it in binary, so nobody really knows what he's saying. But Poe Dameron responds with "Happy thoughts, buddy. Happy thoughts."
If you watch it in with the thing on, it says it. And when you watch it with the captions on, it says it. That's the only reason I knew because I was thinking about when I watched it with the captions. I'm like, dude, somebody says it.
And then in The Rise of Skywalker, who says it?
Palpatine.
No. He probably should have. He's shocking him. The lightsaber's blocking it. I have a bad feeling about this. It's the guy that you kept guessing. You couldn't get it right.
Lando.
All right. That was question number 5. 3 more questions. Question number 6. This one's easier. What lightsaber form does Obi-Wan use?
The wrong one.
The wrong one?
Because that's why Vader sliced his ass in half. The one that's about defense, number 2.
You're right. That's not number 2. Number 2 is the one Count Dooku uses.
I thought that was number 1. So number 3, whatever number 3 is.
Yes, number 3, Suresu.
I can't remember all the names of the lightsaber fucking forms. All I know in the Ahsoka series, where they kind of hinted that the lightsaber form that she's using might be a new lightsaber form. I seen a fucking theory about that.
In Ahsoka?
Yeah.
I can kind of see that because she does use a very unique fighting style.
I can see that Anakin designed.
I can see that.
For her because she fights with 2 sabers.
Right. And one upside down a lot of times too. All right. Number 7. This one's a super easy one. Which 2 characters do not like each other in real life?
C-3PO and or whatever the dude to play C-3PO and the fucking midget. What the fuck is it? I know I ain't supposed the fucking short challenge guy. Warwick Davis.
R2-D2 and C-3PO? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Final question. And let the flippin' chat answer, Kyle. Come on, what are you doing?
Okay.
How big was the diameter of the Death Star?
This is definitely a question that Charlie asked. I remember because I was like, who the fuck would know that? like who the fuck measured the fucking Death Star?
Which actually, I've always wondered that. Like, you gotta, like, to put it to scale, how big is that shit?
I don't know. That thing was big. They thought it was a moon. How big is the moon in fucking, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. It's big shit.
How big is the
If you
actual
got
moon?
on the outside and walked for like 2 days, you might get to the other side. Probably longer than that.
I mean, it's like, they did say it's a small moon. Like, it's pretty fucking small.
Yeah, but it's still big as shit. They fucking fly Star Destroyers out of that motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's like, to give a hint, it's smaller than like all the main moons in our solar system.
Fuck, I don't know. We thought Pluto was a planet for years, and now they found out it was a moon.
And we're talking about the first Death Star, not the second one. The second one was significantly bigger.
Fuck, I don't know. Quarter of a parsec. I Google had to know. Cheater. I don't know. Fuck.
It is. All right. The second Death Star was bigger. The first one was 160 kilometers across, or 99 miles.
99 miles in circle?
Diameter.
Oh, across?
Yeah.
So that's 200 miles circle, basically. If half
No.
of it is. be 400
Diameter?
miles.
How do you find the circumference? Circumference is pi times diameter. So the diameter would be
99 times 4.
times 4. No, 99 times 3.14. So it'd be 310 miles.
So you could walk that in a day.
310 miles? Are you fucking crazy?
It's like walking across Colorado from one side to the other.
No, you could not walk that in a day.
Yeah, you could. Fuck. Forrest
No
Gump ran
shot.
clear across the country 9 times in fucking 3 years.
No shot.
God,
That was the last question.
that was a good question.
Thank you.
Fuck, I don't know.
Thank
Like,
you.
how the fuck am I supposed to know that shit?
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would I want to know that? That's well, I don't know.
I had to
guess
embarrass you, bro. You embarrassed me week
A lot
after
of the questions
week.
I ask, like,
So I
what's
had
the
to-
fucking? I be wondering sometimes when I be making this, when I be doing the fucking quiz, I be writing it. I be like, who the fuck would even want to know this? Like, who cares?
This is bullshit.
Like, it's hard coming up with the questions
It's
because you be having
super
to
hard.
think about shit. That shit is hard.
Super hard. Maybe if you were Forrest Gump, you could walk across that in a day.
That motherfucker, what, it took what he ran across America like 4 times in 3 years or some shit like that.
Did he? I thought he just ran across America.
Oh, he did that shit a bunch of times.
Really?
I don't know how many times. I think it was like 3 or 4.
How many times did how far
I know he did this shit a lot.
Forrest Gump run? 15,000. Oh, yeah, he did. 15,248 miles.
That's a lot of fucking miles. And how many years?
I mean, I know he went across 5 times, and it was 3 years. So he ran across
years.
5 times in 3 years.
So that you
God
couldn't do
damn.
300 miles. You couldn't even run 300 miles in a day if you think about
No,
it.
dude,
then.
he ran 91 miles in a week.
Yeah, so yeah. You couldn't walk across there. You're right, Garrison. I'm wrong. Fuck you too.
Damn. No, you were right. He ran across multiple times. It took him a long time. Well,
No,
I
I'm
was
talking
right
about
about the,
fucking-
how many
yeah.
miles you could run. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't run. I don't know. I thought Forrest Gump really did that shit a butt. I was like, oh, that motherfucker
Fucking
did that shit.
Forrest
That
Gump
motherfucker-
is wild.
That's just crazy. That's another good movie. That's a really good fucking good movie. You watch that movie? That's a fucking good movie.
Forrest Gump, of
is-
course I've watched it.
Forrest Gump's a good movie. That's Forrest Gump is what fucking put Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors. He played the fuck out of that part. Like that shit was fucking spectacular. The acting in that shit, his acting, I'm not gonna say everybody else's acting because some of them was fucking terrible. But his acting in that fucking movie was fucking just phenomenal. Like Jesus Christ, this dude is good. I really believe that dude was Forrest Gump. Like, dude, this dude fucking, that's really Forrest Gump. This is how Tom Hanks really is. And then he acts normal. When he's being normal, he's really acting like he's better. But he's not. He's really just fucking retard. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't say retard. You gotta say mentally challenged. All right, guys. So next weekend, we're going to probably be doing either a late show or a show on Sunday because I have to work on Saturday because of the holiday. Me and Garrison haven't discussed that yet, but we will. And we'll let you guys know. So just keep an eye out. I'll try to do like I did today, regardless of the situation, and put out the thing and then whatever the little comment thing, at the very beginning, how I put the thanks for tuning in part at the very top. I'll try to put in what time it's going to be, so just double check it. And then plus we'll put it on.
We'll announce on Wednesday.
We'll tell you on Wednesday what it's going to be too. So, but other than that, I think this was a good episode. It was a lot of fun. Thanks everybody for tuning in and chilling with us
Glad to have
for a
Bodie
couple
back,
hours
yeah.
talking about some Star Wars and some fucking other shit. And everything else that under the sun that we figured out to talk about. And we will see you guys on Wednesday. Peace, stay outrageous, and may the force be with you always.
Thank you for tuning in to LSR. If you've enjoyed the show, consider subscribing so you can be notified when new episodes are released. If you would like to be a guest on the show or just want to give us some feedback, feel free to email us. You can also reach out to us on all major social media platforms. LightSaber Radio is produced by PicFilm Media and is a Swaycast original, starring Garrison Turcott, CJ Elliott, and Kyle McDaniel. And don't forget to join us next time for more adventures in a galaxy far, far away.